Join me today for a nice spicy core flow. All you need is yourself and a mat. Let's get started.
We're starting on all fours with a couple of rounds, cat-cows, just to warm up the spine. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine, look towards the belly button. Inhale, drop the belly, drop the chest, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, push the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale to arch. Exhale, push into the hands, push the shoulder blades away. And let's do one more round here. Just a warming up the spine, warm up the body for all that is up to come. Tuck the toes under and we lift into our first downward facing dog. Maybe this is the first downward facing dog of your day, so take your time here, pedal out the feet, bend one knee generously and then the other. Feel the stretch in the backside of the legs. Take your time here. Maybe find some stillness, stretch out the legs. Maybe you want to bend the knees or straighten them out. Tailbone up towards the ceiling, belly button into the spine. Press the shoulders towards the knees. Press equally in all fingers into both hands. Find some stillness here. The next inhalation, look forward between the hands and then with baby steps, walk the feet towards the hands. See how far can you compress the body, how far can you bring the feet forward. Good. Slowly bend both legs and then we straighten out the left leg, straighten out the left arm up towards the ceiling, gaze, follow the hands. Keep the right leg bent. Inhale, feel the stretch in the left leg. Really intense stretch. It's only a short practice, so we want to be efficient. Slowly lower down the hands and then we switch it out. Stretch out the right leg, right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, slowly lower down the hand. Inhale, hands to the shins, halfway lift, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Big inhale, sweep out the arms up towards the ceiling, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, let's get started. Inhale, circle up the arms. Exhale, hinge from the hips all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, lower down the right leg. Inhale, Anjaneyasa into our low lunge. Lift from the chest, reach the arms higher. And we want to move between the low lunge and the half split. Inhale, exhale, half split. Maybe the hands find the floor, square out the hips. Inhale, back to low lunge. Exhale, half split. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale. Maybe some knees popping, any cracks here coming up, like for me. Hold into the half split. Inhale, lengthen out the spine. And exhale, rebend the leg one more time into the low lunge. Big stretch here into the hip flexors. And then lower down the hands. Lift the back toe under, step back. And we continue. We lift the right leg, lower down the left leg. Inhale, Anjaneyasana with the right leg in the front. Exhale, straighten out into a half split. Again, we move between these here like an active warm up. Inhale and exhale. So it's one more time. Maintain a long spine when you come into the low lunge. And exhale, half split. Hold here, square the hips. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling, belly button into the spine. Inhale. And exhale, rebend the leg. Lower down the hands. Step back and we come to our first chaturanga. Bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, good. Warming up the body. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Come high onto the left toes. The hands push you away from the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee towards right elbow. Inhale, back to 3 leg. Exhale, knee towards the left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, knee towards the chest. You hold here, inhale. And exhale, step through, lower down the left leg. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, one more time. This time the hands touch. Come towards heart center. Whew. Already slowly out of breath, that's good. Inhale, we twist over towards the right leg. Hook the elbow, and then big transition coming here. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back leg, and we step forward into our twisted chair. Ooh, but that was not just it with the big transitions. I'm gonna move on my mat so you still can see me. You can stay wherever you are. We keep the contact of the left elbow and the right leg, and then slowly, my balance is not working here. We lift up into our standard twist. If you like to, you can open up the arms. Maybe also the gaze follow the right hand behind you. I kind of not dare to do it right now because I feel like I'm gonna fall, but you should. No one's watching you. Come back toward the twist. And then we straighten out our right leg. You can hold onto the right big toe, so just hold it from underneath. That's absolutely fine. We wanna point this leg here, hold it, and we let go of our hands and keep the leg straight. In 1, 2, 3, hold it, hold it. See my leg shaking? You should be shaking to lift a bit higher. Focus on the standing leg. Lift it. One more breath in. And exhale, warrior 3. Move the right leg behind you. Hold into the warrior 3. Look onto a spot in front of you and underneath you that is not moving. Hold here. Lift the leg a bit higher. Notice what your hands are doing. Inhale. And on the exhale, big step towards the end of the mat. Lower down the hands. Step back into plank. Your choice of chaturanga here. Inhale, upward facing. Lift the belly button, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Ready for the second side. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Come high onto the right toes. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, back to 3-leg dog. Big exhale towards the right elbow. Inhale, back to 3-leg. Exhale, knee towards the chest. Hold here. Find a bit more compression. Push a bit more into the hands. And then step the leg through, lower down. Untuck the right foot. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Palms touch. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Inhale, we twist over towards the left side and hook the elbows. We want to twist from the thoracic spine. Good. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee up. Ooh, big step forward. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. Into our twisted chair. Again, I'm going to move. You stay wherever you are. Just want to make some space. And then find a balance. And with this twisted situation, lift yourself up. Maybe you can open up the arms. Maybe the gaze follow the hands towards the back. I still kind of not want to do it. It's absolutely fine. You don't have to. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the palms to touch. And then we hold either onto the big toe or you hold the leg from underneath. That is absolutely fine. We're going to lower down. No, we want to keep the leg lifted, but we let go of the hands. On 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. So obviously this leg needs to stay up, but then focus on what is the other leg doing. Imagine you push yourself up. This leg, forget about it. It's there. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior 3. Remember what you did last time with your hands? Maybe reach the arms behind you, towards the front, to the back, whatever it is. Hold here. Inhale. And exhale, big step towards the end of the mat. Step back in your choice of chaturanga or flow. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now we come into a side plank on the right hand first. Come into a side plank, kind of staggered, so the front foot, top foot comes into the front. And we want to pivot. So on our toes. Inhale, exhale, we pivot on the toes. Left hand comes underneath us. We're in like a plank. Inhale, back to the side plank. Exhale, pivot on the toes. Let's do this 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now, we lower down. Left elbow, and we come into a side plank. So I cannot see you, but I'm assuming you're still there. And we lower and lift the hips 4 times. 2, 3, 4. Oh, and lift ourselves up into our high plank. Good. And shift back into downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. 1 more time, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee towards the chest. Hold here, big exhale. And then step through. We come into a warrior 2 on the first side. Make sure you have a nice stance, back foot, 45, 90-degree angle actually. Shoulder blades squeeze lightly together. Tuck the tailbone under, arms reach from side to side, strong stance. Inhale, straighten out the leg. We come into our trikonasana. Shift the hip back, reach the arm forward, lower it down. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. So this is our standard triangle pose. I've done this several times, but this time we want to lift again here and exhale lower. So the 3 more times. We lift from the waist. We lift with our side body. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. We transition from here to warrior 1. Now this time, back foot, 45-degree angle. Hips are nice and square. Reach the arms up. Maybe the palms can touch. You look up. Inhale, straighten out the arms. Lift from the chest. Exhale, can you sink a bit deeper here? Now heel toe the right foot towards the outer edge of the mat. Interlace the hands behind your head back. Inhale, puff the chest open. Exhale, humble warrior. Right shoulder comes into the right leg. Can you sink a bit lower into the hips? I know it is really tough. I'm pretty sure my head is already red like a tomato, and that is absolutely fine. Maybe we call it a tomato flow here. Hold here, 1 more breath. Next inhalation, lift yourself up. Keep the grasp of the hands. Heel toe the foot back towards the center. 1 more time, warrior 3. Lift forward, lift the back leg up. Hold still, focus on one spot. It doesn't move. You still hold the grasp of the hands if you can. Hold it. Now a little curtsy squat. We tap the knee towards the shin. Oh my God. 1, 2. Let's do this. Last time. 3. Oh, let go of the hands, lower them down. Come into like an L-shaped position here. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift the back leg high up. Inhale. Exhale. Big step towards the mat. Lower down the hands. 3-leg chaturanga. Let's do this. Inhale, upward facing. Oh, and exhale. Downward facing dog. Let's come forward into the plank. And let's do our twisted plank here 4 times. Hold here. Top foot comes in front of the other one. Inhale. Exhale, we pivot. Inhale. Exhale, we pivot onto our toes. We reach underneath us. This is really deep core, needs to work here. Last time, to hold you upright. Lift up. Now lower down the right elbow, lift the left arm up. Oh, this is so much easier. And we do 4 lift and lowers with our hip. Last one. Woo. And then we come back into our plank. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a breather here. Breather's over. This is only a short video. Again, we need to make it efficient. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Come high onto the right toes. Inhale. Exhale, knee towards the chest. Big exhale. Step through. Warrior 2. Now you see me from the back. Again, I'm assuming you're still there. Find a nice warrior 2 stance. Tuck the tailbone slightly under. Inhale, exhale, sink a bit deeper. Reach the arms from side to side. Inhale, straighten out the leg. Shift the hips back. Lift reach the left arm forward and then lower down, lift the right arm up. And again, we want to do an active side body here. Inhale, lift up, exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Let's do this 2 more times. 1 more time. And then inhale, we pivot to our warrior 1, back foot 45 degrees, hips are level. Inhale here, maybe the palms touch, maybe you look up towards the ceiling, lift from the chest, not from the lower spine. Sink a bit lower in your standing front leg. Now this time we interlace the awkward way and heel toe the left foot towards the outer edge of the mat. Give yourself some space. Inhale, puff the chest open. Exhale, lower down into a humble warrior. Good. You look down, look behind you, let the arms be heavy, let them come towards the front. Sink the hips a bit lower. Hold here for 1 more breath. Next inhalation, lift yourself all the way up. Try to keep the grip of the hands. I know it's tough. Good. We come into our warrior 3 on this side. Ooh, this is so wobbly, but you can do this. Just focus on a spot in front of you. Again, if the grasp of the hand is holding you back, then let it go. Now we do our 3 curtsy taps. 1, 2, see if you can go a bit lower without falling completely. 3, let go of the hands into our L stance. If you want to bring this further to a standing split, you can do this, but you already feel the stretch in this L stance here. Inhale, exhale, lower down the hands, step back, 3-leg chaturanga on this side. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh. Lower down towards the knees. Sit back onto the bum, swing the legs around. There's one last challenge here, and that is our Navasana, the boat pose, or in Pilates we call this the teaser. So there's various different options for this here. So you come into this position, you balance on your sit bones, lift the chest a bit higher up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can hold onto the legs. If it's too much, you can also straighten out the arms. Again, the chest is open, and if you're super crazy, you straighten out the legs. Whoa, mine are already shaking. Inhale, and exhale, we come all the way down. Inhale, and exhale without momentum. Try to only use the muscles. You come back. Again, bend the knees, absolutely fine. Inhale, and exhale, lower down. Straighten everything away from you. This is called core flow. That's why we're doing this. Lift yourself up. Woo! This is training. So let's do this 1 more time. If it doesn't work, again, try it with the knees. Try to come up without momentum. Even if it's in stages, it's absolutely fine. Hold here. Lift the chest a bit high up. Inhale and exhale all the way back down. Oh. Bring the knees towards the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then we want to interlace the legs maybe once, maybe twice. Maybe you can even wrap the ankle over. And then lower over towards the right side for a nice twist here. Catch your breath again. Find a nice stretch here. Twist in the spine. Enjoy that. Nice and deep breath. And then slowly return back towards the center, and then we switch it out. We cross the other way around and then move the legs over towards the other side. Keep the right arm long for a nice big stretch here. If this is ever too much, you can just come into a twisted supine twist, whatever, in whatever way you want to do this. Good. Hold here for 1 more breath. Good. Slowly return back towards the center. Grab the back side of the legs, and then maybe let's do a couple of rolls here because it feels so good. So 1 more, and then we come up into seated. We're finishing out with our seated forward fold today. I haven't finished a class like this yet. Good. So you sit onto your sit bones and you reach the legs wide.
I'm gonna face you, so makes a bit more sense. It's an external rotation in your legs. So your toes pointing up towards the ceiling and you externally rotate. If this is enough, maybe you bring the hands behind you, sit nice and tall, and maybe they push you forward and you feel a bit stretch already in your hamstrings. I actually already do. Maybe you can bring the hands in front of you, keep the length in the spine. Maybe you want to shimmy yourself into this pose. For me, this is the best way to enter the pose. I don't really like just to go straight into a pose. If I move like this, I can figure out, I can search out where's the tight spots. Maybe there's some parts that need a bit more attention. Like for me, it's always the right side, and I like to hang out there for a bit longer. Maybe you've done that, then you reach the arms long. Inhale, find nice long spine. And exhale, maybe you come down towards the elbows. This pose is, obviously, there's people that can lie completely flat down like a pancake. I cannot do this here yet. So we're working towards it. Important is that the spine is nice and long and we're not overly rounded in the spine. Find length here. As long as your breath is nice and steady, it means your body feels safe and you can relax in this pose. You can open up. We hold here and you will notice over time the body is opening up. Maybe you can reach the arms a bit forward. Maybe next time you exhale, you can compress your body a bit more down towards the mat. Again, don't lose the length. Check in with yourself. Where can you refine the pose a bit more? Where can you find a bit more space? And this is a video, obviously, so you can pause here. You can hang out in this pose for a bit longer. Maybe find a bit more depth here. Otherwise, slowly take your last breath here. And then walk the hands back towards you. Ooh, come up seated. Shake out the legs. And bring them back together. That was it for today with our super spicy flow. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more of that. Otherwise, subscribe and I see you soon.